Hello and welcome to another Raggy's beer review. So today we're going over to Huddersfield-based Lords Brewing Company. Lords Brewing Co, the Mule Room, Heath House Mill, Heath House Lane, Gold Car, Huddersfield, HD7 4JW, lordsbrewing.com, and this is their new wave 5.6% British IPA. I assume this is more of a small batch release, hence the rather labelling. Gifted to the Raggy's Beer Review channel by the good fellow off Instagram, Matt All. So cheers, matey. I do try. If anybody gifts to me, I always try to remember their name and try and be right. It's what it's all about being right. So as we can see, crystal clear pour, gold looking pour, gold to amber pour. Got a bit of carbonation going off, a finger and a half of white head. Fruity citrus nose on this. Cheers all. Let's dive in. I do know that Lords Brewing Co, because I've only seen it on Facebook, are doing like a relaunch, rebranding, logo wise and whatnot. And doing a launch in locations across the UK apparently. They did post on Nottingham Craft Beer, which is curious. It's a very small page, literally 400 members, and not many people who actually post. I think I'm one of the main ones. And I only tend to post Nottingham stuff on there because it's relevant to Nottingham Craft Beer and Nottingham people. So yeah, there's a lovely fruity nose on this. Let's go a bit further. So British IPA, nice bit of bite to it, 5.6%, decent ABV. Looks the sort of beer that would be sent to India, for the original India Pale Ale. And back in the day, that must have been some journey to get to India on ships. For me, it's very much an old-fashioned IPA. I'm getting them oldie-wildy flavours coming through. Very malty. There's a bitterness to it. There's subtle citrus. It's no, craft IPA in that respect. More modern, traditional than. That's what I get anyway. In the grand scheme of things. So it gets me in the mood for doing my own beers. Brewing my own and from grain, looking at the recipes out there and just thinking, let me grab hold of a recipe and grain brew it and maybe change bits and bobs. So, to call it my own in a lot of ways. But I'm looking forward to that. It's an area of brewing, and I'm sure like Lord's Brewing, people get into brewing to brew amazing beer for the hobby. What starts off as homebrew for a hell of a lot of people, and that love of the beer world. And obviously, if you get it right, it's good. I mean, lots of breweries have struggled at the moment. I mean, sadly, North Brewing was struggling, and Kirkstall Brewery have took it over. Bought North Brewing, but kept the same people in the business, which is a very nice thing to do. because, you know, for a lot of breweries, it's just a bit of bad luck that's walloped them. And obviously Kirkstall, it's funny because a lot of the modern traditional breweries are doing better than your craft. Certainly able to weather the storm better. And obviously a lot of it is down to, I would assume, places like Kirkstall Brewery, and if I look locally to me, places like Bateman's Brewery got a lot of pubs they supply. So those pubs, there's a lot of money in those pubs, so they are obviously not short of a bob or two. And out in the rural, a lot of people drink this more modern traditional beers. In the city, a lot of craft beers take over. So, but if you've got 70 pubs, that's a lot of beer you're producing just to get to your own pubs. And then if beer goes to places like Wetherspoons and that, I mean, if I talk about Lords Brewing, I've only ever seen one pub in Nottingham that I've been in that has had Lords Brewing on the bar, and that was the Partisan Tavern down in Snanton. And I remember messaging Lords Brewing on Instagram to tell them that I've just had it. Beer tasted great, you know. And I understand now that John, who was there, who had a bit of a friendship with Real Ale Craft Beer, hence that Stoned Crow beer, which seems to be on their cover photo. I don't know if it was a real collaboration or a virtual collaboration. To be honest, I'd rather do a real collab. Go up for the day, brew the beer, and do it properly. You know, then you can call yourself a collab. I mean, I don't know the ins and outs. I don't know any of it. But if it was virtual's, you know, it's not the same. I mean, there's a couple of breweries that put my name on the beer. And in fact, one big brewer up in Bridlington, there's 7 different raggy beers. And I've had nothing to do with any of them, apart from my name on the beer. But although I am going up to brew 2 beers with him in September, so that'll be nice, you know. It's nice that the beer review community extends its arms and whatever towards the beer, the real, you know, the brewing side of things. I hope it happens for more beer reviewers. You know, I'm damn sure that there's a lot of good people doing beer reviews and decent beer reviews as well. You know, not just pouring them down the sink and that sort of palaver. For dramatics, shall we say. But anyway, on with the beer. It's that time to breathe a bit now. It's got some right poke to the beer. I'm trying not to go too near the bottom in case it's a bottle conditioned release. So hence why I've used a half pint glass instead of a full pint glass. So that if it is bottle conditioned, which I'm not sure if it is or isn't, it doesn't say anything. So but it's more hazier now. So yeah, I assume it is bottle conditioned. The funny thing is that the colour it's meant to be, that hazy colour, more of a craft beer version rather than a mod trad. It's funny, isn't it? The Wilder beer, it is funny. I do chuckle at it at times. But yeah, decent head. Ooh. Yeah, for me, a good beer for those who are modern traditional fans, who who don't want an in-your-face craft beer. Certainly a beer that's going to appease those sort of people, with more subtle flavouring, a good bite to it, a nice ABV. 5.6 is nice. Session strength, but for me at least. Yeah, going down well. So you see the colour of it before. It's a cracking beer. Good luck to Lords Brewing with the revamp and the beer launch. Hope it goes well. Tough times for all breweries out there. I have no ill feeling towards any brewery in the UK. I see locally how devastating it can be. We've lost 2 breweries in Nottingham. Sadly, although both under funny circumstances, but hey ho, yeah. One dodgy owners, and one somebody who wasn't at the brewery for the last year of its life. So yes. Yeah. You can't be at a brewery. You can't be running the brewery if you're never there. Unless that person obviously decided that he'd had enough. It happens. We all get bored of our jobs at some stage. I got bored of gardening, fed up with cold winters, cold, wet, freezing cold winters. Yes, I'm still in the middle of this one. But yeah, a very nice British IPA. Much more of a beer for the modern, traditional, the oldie worldy beer fans. It's definitely that sort of beer. Again, I don't know if this is a beer that's available on mass release. That I don't know. I've not been on Lord Brewing's website for a while, so I won't know. And again, a big thank you to Matt Hall for the beer. So would I drink it again? Yeah, I would. Yeah. Got a lovely bitterness to it. Nice. I got a 4.1 out of 5. Thank you for watching. See you soon, everyone. Cheers. If I can turn this bloody phone off.